Alright guys, what is up? Welcome back to the channel. So what we got going on today, if you guys can't tell, we got the OG F-150, the black truck. And we got a long boy back behind it. So that is a 20-foot trailer, 20-foot bumper pull. And guys, I don't know if you can see this or not, but that trailer's going downhill when it's hooked to the back of the black truck. That's kind of hard to say fast. Say that 5 times fast. No guys, I'm gonna set this down real quick. If you can notice, we got a little, can't be having that, guys. I mean, what is this? That's a little too much for me, even my liking. But no guys, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna throw some helper bags on this F-150, because when you get a 2021 Ranger and a 2020 Turbo Razor on there, it really brings it back into that truck down. So we're gonna throw these helper bags on it and really help it out. And guys, we're also, at the end of the video, if you guys stay tuned, I'll show you a solution for not having onboard air. I don't want to put a compressor in my bed, and I really don't want to drop my spare tire to put a compressor under there, because I like to be able to have a spare, you know, if one of these big boys blows out. But getting on, guys, let's get it. Guys, so we're rolling up to my brother's house. He's gonna help us out on this adventure of putting these bags on, but let's go ahead and make his good old turn in there. Got the old tight mailbox right there. Look at this guy. Did you just get up out of bed? So look at that. We're in the shop right now, so it's a little bit dark, so I got the flash on for you guys. But we're gonna go ahead and jump into the unboxing of this bag setup. So you got your hardware here. Pretty heavy, but it's just 2 mounting plates pretty much for the bags. You got this is where your air hose, or like your air line, I guess, for the bags. And then of course we've got the bags themselves. So the good thing about this kit, and I'll link it down in the description below, guys. But the good thing about this kit is if these bags ever give you any trouble, you can upgrade to Air Max or Firestone bags with this kit. They are, I guess, interchangeable. So that's always reassuring that if these ever do give you problems, you can upgrade to a little bit more quality or a little bit more well-known bag system on that. But guys, I mean, the mountain kit, nothing looks alarming on that. Sends you all the hardware and all the stuff for your lines. But other than that, guys, let's go ahead and look at the diagram. So this is essentially how this process is going to work for anybody that doesn't know about the bags. So you basically got a bracket that goes where the bump stop went on the frame, your bag, and then it sits down over the block on the rear end, and then that's what's going. And then you inflate the bag, and that's what's going to let you air up and eliminate that squat and that trailer sway. So, but without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and hop into it. So we got it figured out so far. So it's one bolt. It is a 13 millimeter. You get your bump stop off, factory bump stop. What Dustin's doing is tightening up the Allen bolt that is provided with the kit for the bracket. These 2 wide tabs go on the outside of the frame on the passenger side, and then that leaves, as you can see here, that's going to leave one big hole. Now granted, this is a swap because it's the driver's side, but there's going to be one hole open on the other side to slide the top of the airbag through with the nut and the air valve. So we're going to go ahead, and now we're able to put the lower bracket on and slide the airbag in this upper bracket and get everything bolted up. All right guys, so we got her set up. So we got, as you remember, we got our upper bracket done. So we've set the airbag on here, and don't worry guys, I'll put in a more detailed, on the driver's side, I'll do more detail on how to assemble the bag into the bracket. Not hard at all, but so this thread is actually going to go through this hole, and it actually has an alignment notch on top of the airbag that's going to slide in this hole right here. So jumping on down to the bottom bracket, you have this U-bolt that runs horizontally with the leaf spring U-bolts, and that's basically just going to hold the airbag in. You have this bolt right here is actually what bolts the airbag, to the bracket. And then you have this brace right here, which is not tight yet. The only thing we've tightened up is this, just to get the brackets and everything sitting right. But you have this other U-bolt that runs through right here to bolt the bag to the axle. And then you have this brace. I'm not sure why on two-wheel drives they don't use the brace, and four-wheel drives they recommend it. Maybe it's because you're getting wild in a four-wheel drive. Don't really know the deal on that, guys. But we're gonna get all this tightened up and put on. So essentially the only thing we have left on this side, after we get the brackets and everything good and raise the differential up, is the nut that's gonna go on the top side of the airbag, and it also has an air valve that screws into the top of the airbag through the thread. So right here on top of the threaded part is a hole, and it's dual threaded, I guess you could say. Threaded on the inside, threaded on the outside. But you thread that air valve into there, and that's where you plug in your lines and run your line to figure out where you want to air your bags up. But when I get all that figured out, guys, I'll jump right back with y'all. But hey guys, if y'all are liking the installation so far, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. All right guys, so I'm gonna roll over here in my chair. I'm gonna grab this other airbag, and I'm gonna run through real quick how this bracket mounts, if I haven't already. So basically, this bracket is gonna sit like so. This brace is going to go toward the inside. So if we're looking at the truck right now, this brace, the bracket's actually going to be sitting just like this. This brace is going to sit on the inside. So, and to attach the airbag to the bracket, it's one singular bolt right there. And then you're going to attach it to the upper bracket with this threaded piece. And I was talking about earlier, threaded on the inside, that's where the air valve goes. And this is the alignment pin for the airbag. But other than that, guys, pretty simple install. Like I said, this is the U-bolt. It's going to run diagonally with your leaf springs. So, I mean, other than that, guys, let's go ahead and jump into it. I'm going to throw you on a montage of us installing this second bag, and we'll run through it after we get done and put the air valves on. So. All right guys, so we got this side done. Nothing different than the other side. As you can see from the montage, we use impact, get all this stuff tight, and everything like that. Like I said, guys, I am going to throw in some footage of us with that same trailer that we had in the intro. We're going to air the bags up and show you guys how much difference it actually makes having these bags versus not having them. But guys, the only thing we really got left is we got to tighten and jack the differential up to tighten this airbag up and put the air valve in, and then probably put about 5 to 10 pounds in these bags and put the wheels and tires back on. So other than that, guys, anything you got to say, Dustin?
We gotta get off these jack stands, solid as oak.
All right, guys, so look at that. There's wheels on it. All right, we are done with the bags. Super easy, super simple install. And if you guys are wondering where I actually put the air, I actually did mine right there in the frame. So you're probably wondering, like, Jay, why didn't you go out the end of the bumper? Makes sense, guys. Promise you it does. And if I didn't care about drilling into my plastics on the bumper, I would. However, I'm not going to be using these airbags just super often. I don't pull or tow every day. These are mainly just a convenience for when I do pull my Ranger, if we go on trips and stuff, or if I'm pulling my Ranger and my brother's Razor. So this is why I went ahead and went with this discreet location. Dustin actually found the location and suggested it. I went with it. But guys, it's super easy. You lay down, air it up, you're good to go. And I do have, like I said, guys, let me get up here. I do have something if you guys don't want to carry onboard air. So this mainly is just going to be used for emergencies, or if we're somewhere and I don't happen to have access to an air hose. So this is AVID power. I'll link it down below on Amazon, but it has an air gauge on it that we have found between me and Dustin measuring some PSIs. It's probably about 5 to 10 PSI off, depending on what you're doing. But guys, it'd definitely be good to take with you, whether you're riding or you just want something to keep in your car, or with these bags if you can't get a hold of the air hose. So it'll help you put some more air in the bags if you need to. It's just in a pinch. So that's what it looks like when it's fully compressed up under the truck. That's 5 pounds. I'll show you guys the ride height. So as you can see, it sits up way taller, just factory or just stock with no weight on it, I guess. It sits up taller to me, but get you guys kind of a low shot. I'm gonna go ahead and swap to hooking up this 20-foot trailer, and we'll see how much it actually swats and see if it needs more. So we got Dustin, he's about to pull the Razor up on the back of his truck so we can see. Guys, as you can tell, just streamline is so much more level. The trailer's level right now. I imagine when he pulls his Razor up here, I'm going to have to put a little bit more air in the bags. But guys, check it out. We'll see. All right, guys, so as you can tell, this is with the load on it. As you can see, we are nowhere close to rubbing the tire, and this is all the weight on the tongue. So guys, I mean, as you can see, still got plenty of clearance for that jack. So, I mean, if I was pulling this somewhere long distance, I probably would put a little bit more air in the bags, but that's with 5 pounds. That's with no extra air in the bags. That's just with the airbags, and you can see how much it prevents squat. And so, imagine we put probably 20 pounds in these bags after putting that Razor on there. The truck will be stock height, no issues, and we'll probably do that in just a second, just to see what it looks like. But I'll jump right back with you guys. All right, guys, so we got about 55, 60 pounds in the bags. And guys, look at this, sitting level. First time I can ever say that pulling this trailer with this truck. They just don't have the suspension on them. Guys, we're gonna go ahead and take us a little drive. So I'll get you. All right, guys, so riding around, this thing rides like a dream. You can tell going up these hills and stuff and going across some bumps where the trailer would normally kind of jar the truck. Everything's just real smooth. I mean, you can still feel it pulling the truck. Don't get me wrong, guys. It's not like you forget the trailers back there, but it definitely softens the ride from the trailer and definitely makes it more enjoyable. So far, just riding around here. I mean, I can't say, like I said, I've still got the Razor on the back, and we still got that tongue weight on there, and you really can't tell it at all. And yes, guys, I know that's not necessarily how you want to load a trailer, but it's really just more for experiment's sake. But guys, I hope you enjoyed the install, and I hope this is something y'all think about getting for your trucks. If you pull a lot, it definitely helps out. And I think that's all I got for y'all today. Peace.